Oi, oi, you with me, Evan Jones, and we have just won 3-0 against Southampton. I was fully confident we were going to win before the game. I'm sure at least 50% of you were as well. Now I'm going to speak to a couple of fans and see what we had to say. Come on, you Irons! Mine's bigger than yours, as you can tell.
Mine's bigger than yours, mate. Trust me. I ain't got a ruler with me, but I'll bring one next game if you want me to.
It's genetics, Harry. Let me put that down for 2 seconds. What did you make of the game, mate?
Fucking unbelievable, mate. Fucking unbelievable today.
Are you happy?
Oh, I am fucking happy. Today, do you know what? I thought I'd bring an extra pair of fucking boxers because I thought I'd shit myself. I come from Goring, like I come from down West Sussex, so I thought I'm going to shit myself straight away.
As you do from down there.
Exactly, you do. No, you shit yourself. Before the game, I said to my sister, I said, I feel fucking sick. I said, I do. When I left, and I thought, fuck it. I thought Mario had a brilliant game today. I thought he fits in that position perfectly well. And he's
someone we need to buy, isn't he?
In more lands, yeah, he does. And you know full well that they won't pay it, but fucking hell, if I was in charge of this club, I'd spend that money straight away.
Well, listen, I tell you what, I'm sure if you were in charge, you'd spend a lot more money than just him.
Yeah, you fucking would. You
but
would.
Today, I don't think there's anything we can complain about at all.
Declan Rice had a fucking unbelievable game.
Is he not future captain?
Yes, he is future captain. He's fucking unbelievable. I thought Kouyaté, he's had a fucking awful couple of games, but today
I don't think there's one person on that team that you can fault.
No one at all. No one at all. And Arnie, he hasn't scored in a couple of games, so fucking hell. He knows how to score, doesn't he?
He knows what the net is. He knows what the net is.
Exactly, he fucking does. And we've, do you know what? Chelsea next week.
Bring him on.
Think of big things next week.
If you could have changed anything, Thomas, what would it be?
Switch Joe Hart for Adrian.
Is that really why he got a clean sheet, though?
He still don't play good.
Oh, well, okay, fair enough. Well, listen, I saw Joe Hart. He played a perfect 35-yard ball right to Zabaleta in the first half, and I thought, listen, if we don't need another keeper, I'm going to play him DM for a couple of weeks. What do you think about that?
No.
He's not a fan. What would you say to the team coming up for next week's game? He just come off for the back of the 3-0. What would you say? Keep up?
Just do the same thing that we did today.
Agree. I like the way you're dancing, mate. Loving the flag. Give us one of them. Come on, you Irons. Oh! God bless you, mate.
And I hope Cal stays and David Moyes stays for the end of the season.
Yeah?
I hope he's a good manager. I want him to stay.
They had no threats. I didn't think Southampton had much, but literally had nothing. They had nothing, really.
They'll do nothing.
However, we were solid from the back. We had solid, and everyone put in an absolute shift today. Work rate was great. Arnautovic and Noble and Mario.
There's not one player on that.
Was brilliant. He was brilliant, though, wasn't he? So.
Is he not worth 30 million pounds, euros, whatever you want to call it? He's not fantastic.
Yeah, I think he's worth it.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
Who am I going to first, boys?
He hasn't showed it that much so far since he's come, but today shows what he's about. If he can do that week in, week out.
I tell you what, boys, if we had scored in the first 15 minutes in all the rest of the games we played this season, it would have been a complete different story, wouldn't it?
Yeah. A lot of the games this season have gone behind and we've never been able to get back into the game.
For example, last weekend against Burnley, I say last weekend, last time we played against Burnley, if we had scored when we had those chances, different story, innit?
Exactly, yeah, it all kicked off afterwards. It was quite hostile, but do you know what? I think today it was lucky we got ahead early. Fans got behind them. That was a big change.
Now, is that not the most important thing? When we got behind them, it was a different game.
Yeah, like last week, if anything like that happened last week, happened tonight, it would have been fucked. Like,
yeah.
It would have been like, I reckon everything would have been gone. So.
But at the same time, it's easy to complain about what happened in Pastors Due. Today, we were phenomenal, weren't we?
We were. We really were. We did not look like conceding at any point. There's no denying that.
I tell you what, that is spot on, because there was a time I took a picture, I put it online. I'm sure George will be able to do his magic and just edit it into this point here. Southampton, we were 2-0 up and we had a corner. They still had 11 men behind the ball. They did not want to counter. They were so scared about conceding another goal. Yeah. Now, does that not sort of cement where we are in the league now? After this 3 points, we are no longer scared about who's behind us. We're looking forward.
Of course. West Ham looks a lot better sides than Southampton. Southampton look like they've got a lot of problems at the moment.
They're scared, right?
They're very scared. West Ham look like they don't really, in terms of bottom three, they don't really have an issue with that at all. They have a lot more quality and clearly than most of the bottom teams. I don't think we deserve to be where we are at the moment. Probably a little bit higher. Been quite unlucky halfway through the season, but that's football. At the end of the day, it's football.
It's football at the end of the day, and I'll take one final point from you, mate. what would you say to the rest of the team that we can keep up these sort of performances for the rest of the season?
I think it's mainly just the fans. If everyone stays behind them, it'll be all right. But if anyone starts switching like last time against Burnley, then it's fucked. Like it's not gonna. It's just gonna not end well. So that's my main thing. I think the fans should have to keep behind the players.
Well, all of us are fans, mate. All of us are kind of entitled to our opinion, but I completely agree with you. If we're strong and we're behind our team, we're unstoppable. Boys, come on in. We are West Ham United.
Come on, you Lions!